Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. No introduction. Let's get back into it. I was doing some quests here, as you know, around this area. Have to kill some giants, so that is what I'll do. I guess I'll fight the little dragonette as well, why not? Gonna be a giant slayer deed, unsurprisingly. That giant countered for nothing. Guess I must not be killing them in the right location. Defeat giants to recover a relic. So maybe it's just a poor drop rate. Sweet music. I had to ruin it by getting into combat though, which is unfortunate. These are all rock throwers. Oh, look at this bad boy. Gotta fight him, right? Oh no! I thought I was crashing. I thought my computer was crashing. This may have been a bad idea. I am trying to heal up as much as I can. I'm actually bring him here to this ranged one. I'm super stunned. Completely messing up my gambits. That's alright. Okay, good. How many giants do I gotta kill for the deed? 40 and then 80, so 120 total. I guess that should be the last one. Okay, sweet. Done with that. I bet he's gonna give me a quest to come kill that leader guy again. Brothok. That's okay. So I'm looking for like flowers and stuff, right? Is that what I'm looking for? Big wide open plain here, but I'm not seeing much of anything. Yeah, I don't know. So ingredients for the brew. Brehur's herbs. They have a sweet aroma when burned. There are several of the Dunlending camps. They throw the bundle of herbs into campfires in the center of their village. Dunlendings can be found at their village in Thorskun, such as Gwaldrag. There are some smaller villages south of that one, but I do not know what they call it. Beware that the clan is hostile. So, I mean, there's a few of them here, but I don't see any campfires or anything. Nija Muju petals. These flowers grow alongside the banks of the lake in the southwestern Thorskun. The Dunlendings call it Munuduv, or some such name. Their language is difficult for the dwarf here to understand. Kibble Luz is a nut that has a strong flavor. Warriors of the Drag Luth and other hostile Dunlending clans make that their home in Thorskund. Crunch a Kibble Luz during battle for the burst of stamina. It makes them very effective in battle. But that is not what it does when broken and steeped in liquid, as they will be for our brew. Okay. Whatever. Let me go south for now. Don't really know where I'm going. It says defeat giants to recover a relic. But I've killed a ton of them. Well, 5 at least. None of them dropped anything. Let me kill, like, this guy, I guess. Let's see if he drops something. So I gotta kill some here in the high home. Messing up gambits left and right. So I do have a relic now. One of them did drop a relic, thankfully. These are all head smashers. Let me gather all 3 of them up. I am gonna have to bring them a little bit more this way into the high home. That way they count when I defeat them. And just make sure I am really within the range of the location. God, I hate getting stunned. Now all 3 are out of range here for my AoEs. Come on, guys. Alright, good. Oh, come on. Only 1 counted. Ah, I hate that. That's annoying. That's okay. That's alright. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Dang it. I already messed up the gambits. And again. I don't know, man. My fingers are like slipping all over the place today. Really? That one didn't count either? Oh my god. You're kidding me. I'm pretty annoyed. None of these giants are counting. I do want to see what this is, though. Can't go in. What is that? Is that a sacrifice? Yeah. Wow. Somebody sacrificed a lamb, a deer, a sword, and some gold. Or whatever lives in there. Okay, is this the high home? Does this count? Is this gonna count, or is this gonna be a waste of my time? Not count. Oh, it's just driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy, man. Okay. Whatever, let's go that way. High home. This has got to count. Both of these. Oh, come on. Stupid stuns. Alright, finally. My goodness. Alright, now we just gotta collect all these goodies. I have no idea where. Okay, so alongside the bank of the lake in southwest. So probably all the way down there. And then this one, I don't know. Let's just ride and see what happens. Don't recommend you play like this. You should probably have a plan as to what you're doing, instead of just aimlessly riding. It's a nice lake. Gonna follow the shore, I guess. No, I'm not interested in Scarn deposits or Ilex branches. Just give me what I need for my quest. Just keep going around. All around. Wait a minute, I walked right by one. Need one more. And there it is. Okay, so these Dunling things are actually carrying some of these things. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. That's a bowman. I'm not gonna range him down. Let me grab one more. Guess I'll ambush him just because. Okay. And what else? Guess I need just one more type of herb. It looks like it's going to be to the northeast. I don't see it marked on my map. Oh, maybe over here? Yeah, it's over here in the camp. Oh, and I'm stuck behind rocks. Okay, great. 200 meters that way, not too far. Right. Tribute pile. Oh, this starts a quest. It seems strange that the Draglith of Pravkadlos would gather supplies in this manner. You should return to Gronu and tell him what you have seen here. You might have further insight as to why they may be gathering these supplies. Now it makes me wonder if I should go back and check out those other altars that I saw near the giants. Didn't look like I could interact with them, but maybe I'm wrong. So these aren't dropping any of the herbs or anything. Guess I'll just keep going north for now. Or maybe I should go turn in this quest first, in case he sends me on a part 2, where I'm headed anyways.
What have we to say to each other, Devodiad?
You say that the Dragluth have been gathering stockpiles of food and supplies for travel? This does not bode well. We have heard reports that these Duhrion have been leaving food for dangerous creatures that live in Thoroskum. It seems that this is sadly true. Okay, so nothing to follow up on there. Alright, where am I headed? Headed that way, northeast. All right. I think this is where I should be able to gather them. Near the campfire in the middle. No? I thought that's what it said. What am I looking for? Hulu Haraz. Sweet aroma. Dunlinden clans throw bundles into the campfires at the center of the village. I guess I have to kill some of these, right? Let's do it. How many times have I killed these 4 guys? Multiple times now, that's the answer. But they are indeed dropping the herbs that I need. So that's good. At least one of them did. I guess the drop rate is just kind of low. Where's that guy going? Where's that idiot doing? What have I done? I did something. Probably completed the Slayer deed. Yes. And now I have the advanced. Let me go to the other entrance here and kill these 3. Hopefully at least 2 of them will drop what I need. Okay, good. Let me open up my quest, make sure I'm not missing anything. The Dangerous Quarry. I've not done that one yet. Oh, no, I did. Check mark, right? And then I have this one as well. You know what I want to do? I actually want to head to Nen Leglin again. I think what we can do is... let's go to Thorskund, and then we'll take a pony to Lanuk, and then we'll turn in the Weapons of Old quest. Because, you know, if I complete that, it may send me east here to Thorskund, so that way I can be making sure I'm being efficient with the quests. I just want to make sure I'm not missing out on things and having to redo stuff.
What do you need?
Have to try and be as efficient as possible. Actually, you know what? Before I come in here, let me reforge my weapon. That way I can get experience. Wrong one. And any new warden ones? No. Doesn't look like it. Alright, good.
What have we to say to each other, Devodiad?
My father's axe. It is nearly as sound as the day he brought it from the dwarves. You have my thanks, Devodiad. I shall do what I can to dissuade Glenbrennan from aiding Isengard. We of the Ukluth should be our own people, not servants to some power-hungry wizard. The Council of Brehur has begun its deliberations. Do you wish to watch them? Of course I do. I did all that work.
The Brennan's council in Lanuk gathers even now to decide whether to join their brethren to the south in allegiance to Isengard. But they are a proud, isolated people who will not bend easily, even when threatened by the power of the traitor Saruman.
The Uk-Gwyrod requires us to give welcome to Devodiad.
The council is prepared to gather now, Kippen. I do not know what will transpire, but rumors continue to be bandied about. I know you have spoken with many of the Brehur of late. Please remain in the hall during their deliberations, should one of them wish to call upon you for your testimony. Let the Council of Brehur now gather to discuss the offer or treaty proposed by Isengard in the name of Saruman the White. I now call forth Gwilhelm, emissary of Isengard, to speak on behalf of Isengard. I am Gwilhelm, emissary of Isengard. I come bearing the honor and goodwill of Saruman in the form of a most generous offer from the Grand Tower of Orthanc, Jewel of Isengard. Greetings, Gwilhelm. Let us hear what Isengard has to say this eve and wait its portent in the council. Let all present bear witness as Isengard offers its sovereign protection to the peoples of the Enedwith. Moreover, we offer pacts of trade and commerce that shall enrich the folk of this isolated country. What was once known as the Great North Road shall be rebuilt in anticipation of such trade. It shall reconnect your people with their brethren in the Main of Dunland, who have already wisely chosen to offer their allegiance to Saruman. In regards to the barbarous forces besetting this tranquil region, Isengard extends its strong arm. We shall thwart any aggressor though they ride the south under the banner of the Horse Lords or infiltrate from the north through the devices of the Dunedain, who have long harbored the will to conquer and rule the West. We are beset with many evils of late, Wilhelm, against which we are hard-pressed to defend. Some would grasp at what you offer with kin of the price, but you have little to give, and so the price may prove more than we can afford. What is it then that Isengard would ask of us? Saruman asks in return that the Brennan of Lanuk accept the sovereignty of Isengard over this realm, extending in the main to matters of trade beyond its borders, to control the Great North Road, and the levy of troops and materials for the common defense of Dunland. All other matters shall remain in the province of Brennan and his council, so long as they do not conflict with the greater good of our people. Who cares for your roads and your caravans? Few enough are the peddlers and bards who disturb our doorstep, much less the merchants of the south. Build it if you wish. I do not think many will come to so poor a place. A road may change many things, Naren. The world Saruman envisions shall have a great many roads and much industry to move upon them. Ha! A wizard's fantasy if ever I have heard one. No matter, the road is there. Let Saruman rebuild it if he wishes. This matter of a levy, however, is no small thing. We are no great empire to spend our sons on far battlefields and to count not their losses, nor are our cattle cheaply given to feed soldiers who march in distant kingdoms. Nor would we ask you to give any of them cheaply, yet war is stirring. The horse lords are of divided purpose, though their king may yet see wisdom and sign a pact with Isengard. Still, rumor now whispers that the king's own son plans his overthrow, as he burns with desire to bring war across the Isen. Should this come to pass, we will need all our strength to halt them, lest we lose these lands, even as you once lost the flowing plains of Rohan to their brutal aggression. This news is disturbing, Wilhelm. I would send aid to their brothers in the south against the horsefolk, but we are ourselves beset. If Isengard can relieve us, then I may be willing to put aside our pride and our people for the sake of such an allegiance. I believe that can be dealt with swiftly. Such rabble as threatens your land is of no great moment before the strength of Isengard. I wager the mere announcement of our pact will be enough to frighten such brigands from the land, lest they face Saruman's wrath. I would join your wager for what brigand or soldier would dare to disobey the orders of his masters in such a matter. Of course, the forces of Isengard are as loyal as may to the word of Saruman, but I do not like the tone of your voice, Brehurs. You imply more than you say. I speak of what many here suspect, Wilhelm. These are not simple brigands and wolves that beset our lands of late. They wield blades forged in a great number. They fight like soldiers. The wargs slaughter man and beast alike, and yet take no carcass. Perhaps you face mercenaries then, sent by the decrepit lords of the West who look upon your lands greedily. For if you mean otherwise, I think you must choose your next words carefully. Then let me speak clearly, lest you mishear my words. For I choose to call them raiders, sent from the mountains north of Isengard to force our hand in this very council, and I say that they come at the behest of Saruman himself. You claim that Isengard has sent brigands hither? How could you make such a claim against he who leads the Order of the Wizards, he who has watched over these lands for years beyond ken like a father might his children? Indeed, your words are disturbing, Gulatus, and most grave. Have you some proof of your claim? I do, Brennan. Kippen, would you bring forth the evidence that you have found upon the battlefield? Alright. So this is similar to, if you remember Eomer in the Two Towers, at least in the movies, he brings forth helmets of Uruks bearing the white hand of Saruman, and he presents them to his son, or sorry, his father. These were found upon the half-orcs who lead the raiders just a short while ago. They were claimed in battle by Kippen. And you claim these are from Isengard? That Saruman the Wise has set forces against his own people? This is madness, Brennan. Saruman offers peace to all of his subjects. You speak over hasty, emissary, for we are not subjects of Isengard yet. We have heard rumor of similar half-orcs who have come into the employ of Isengard to the south of late. Isengard has many powerful alliances to ensure our prosperity, even with those who have long been isolated and hounded by old powers of the West, but many are not allied. Why direct your slander against Saruman, who has been so fair with his offer? I do not wish to offend the emissary of Isengard, but this is no small charge the Brehur's levies against your claim of goodwill. We are all most keen to hear your reply. My Lord Brennan, I beg you not to forsake our alliance upon the word of this Devodiad. These northerners creep about the wilderness, seeking out weaknesses, separating friend from friend so that they may take each in turn like wolves amongst sheep. What of my counsel, then? We cannot be certain of the evidence placed before us. We have the word of a Devodiad against the word of Saruman in a matter most dangerous. I have seen this northerner fight on the behalf of our people, and to my heart deeds speak unfailingly. I cannot place my trust in this emissary, who has nothing but words for us. I wish nothing more than to join my countrymen to the south in battle against the horsefolk. But I cannot honorably fight beneath the banner of Saruman after he has wronged our people in so cowardly a fashion. I think it best if we see our own herds, Brennan. I trust none of those before me, wherever they claim their allegiance, for none of them mean well for us, to my mind. Let them fight their wars elsewhere. Already you know my mind, Brennan. Saruman does not ask, he takes. This entire ploy is of his imagining, and I will not partake in it. I can hear your tones that this matter has been most wrongfully decided. The Devodiad has poisoned your ears against the wisdom of Saruman. And whose wisdom is it that has led us to this, emissary? This council has deemed your words false. I cannot gainsay them. What offer can you make us now that we must not reject? Your view of this matter is rather unfortunate, Glenn Brennan, but I do not see how our situation has changed in the slightest. Let us say that we simply understand each other more clearly now. Isengard still requires your allegiance, and in return Saruman offers his most gracious protection. Though it does not seem that we shall have to modify our terms slightly to reflect this new understanding we have come to. However, should you refuse them, I can assure you that Isengard's next offer shall be far less lenient. It will not likely be decided upon in a rather quaint little council chamber. There's no need for further threats, thrall of Isengard. I think that Saruman's purpose is clear to me now, as his arrogance has grown with his power. Perhaps our countrymen of Dunland were beguiled, but I see that he moves too surely now, believing none will dare to deny him. And yet he shows his hand too early, for in sending such force as he has, I think he must be occupied elsewhere, or his initial offer would have been more forceful. We shall hold here, for your accomplices will soon be called to the south to face the horsefolk. That much of his story I believe, as Saruman's lust for conquest betrays his intent. But I no longer believe in his strength. Only his words have power, whereas others have met of late and have shown us strength of their deeds. That is truly the only thing of value in this world. Go fight your war, emissary, but I do not think you will return. For all their villainy, the horsefolk have always been a people of deeds, and I foresee the downfall of Saruman's deceitful schemes at their hands. You are a fool's fool, Glen Brennan. The power of Isengard is greater than you imagine, and there are other powers that rise in alliance with which you know nothing. But let me show you one last thing. Observe the fate of those who would defy the will of Isengard. Kippen shall pay for besmirching the honor of my lord Saruman. You have roused the anger of Isengard, little one. You shall pay for your insolence in blood. You have defeated the champion of Isengard. Ha! If that is the power of Isengard wished us to see, then we shall count ourselves lucky that we have not made alliance with weaklings. I think it best you go now, emissary of Isengard. You have long outstayed your welcome. You shall rue this day. Your pathetic village will be claimed in due time. I shall see to it personally. And he's off.
What is your purpose here, Devodiad?
You have little time, Devodiad. Should the Horse Lords fall to the forces of the White Hand, Saruman will have armies to spare to deal with our refusal of his demands. And I shall have little choice but to swear our fealty to Isengard if he allows me to live at all. Tell your Devodiad friends that they may pass through our lands, but we shall offer them no aid upon their way. Enough. Be gone from my hall, Kippen. We have other matters to discuss that are not for the ears of Devodiad. So quite an interesting turn of events there.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiad, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
You have aided us, Kippen, but it also appears that you have brought great strife to our lands. You may wish to move on before too many of our people blame their woes upon your name. The southern road through Enedwyth passes through an area known as the Lich Bluffs. This grim land is an ancient burial ground of the Algarad clans of Dunlin and Enedwyth. Those lands have long been accursed, but rumor holds that the outsiders have foolishly built a camp near its bounds. You should go and warn them of the danger, and tell them to leave the lands if they wish to maintain any peace between our people. The outsiders' camp is located southwest of Hardarion, on the west side of the road. Watch yourself. You have likely made powerful enemies this day.
You are a Devodiad from distant lands. I am not sure what help you can be.
Wargs have on occasion threatened our lands, but never have they come down from the hill in such numbers. It's almost as if they're working alongside the raiders. Glen Brennan has forbidden us to foray from the village for so long as Isengard's threat persists, but if we do nothing, our livestock will be slaughtered. Please, if you have the strength, will you drive off the beasts? Whether it be to save us from savage raiders or starvation in the next winter snow, we may indeed have to bend to Isengard's will.
I have not seen your kind before.
Your aid against the half-orcs of Saruman meant much to my people, Kippen. Unfortunately, the vile creatures have renewed their attack upon the Cartrevs. Will you aid us once again by hunting the foul vermin? My hatred of the White Hand and half-orc minions knows no bounds, Kippen. You brought me the evidence I needed to openly speak against Saruman, but there is more you can do for me. Go forth once more and defeat Saruman's lieutenants and bring me trophies of your victory. I will display them upon the Caltrev for all to see. Alright, so a little bit of a longer episode. Let me head out here, make sure there's no other quests for me to pick up before I finish. Let me get on my horse and just ride through town, looking for quest rings. Doesn't look like there is anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was a fun one, I enjoyed it. And in the next one, I will meet you back at Nara's Peak to turn in all the quests that I did towards the beginning of the episode, all the way up there somewhere. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time.